we go from Southern California. McLeod to puts Johnson in motion, gives the ball to Harris. Claypool in motion. He missed last week. Keep it on the ground. Chris talking about 3rd down and 5. In the pocket, shoots it over the middle. Claypool with a Egan run defense. Play action. Ben floats one downfield, and it is complete.
Let's take a look. Derwin James. You want to be careful around him.
10 from the 38, and look out coming across that line.
Blue 30. Blue 30.
The rookie, Harris.
Stays.
3rd and 3. They converted their first 3rd down opportunity. And this one, I think the forward catches breath. Give it to Snell. 2nd down and 6. Snell stays in. He floats out, then the pass is caught at the 31-yard line.
Double-digit targets almost every game.
And just having to catch the ball and the pass, a lot of drops.
Holding number 91, defense.
Chargers very fortunate they got Bosa back at least. Pass out in the flat. That's 10. Opening drive of the game, and again, Chargers are offside, but this will be a free play.
But they sort of do it intentionally. They've been too deep this whole drive so far.
And 2nd and 5. That is all 4 first downs. This is the 12th play of the opening drive of the game, and Ben going to the end zone too high.
Speediest and the quickest wide receiver on the other team.
36-yard attempt for Boswell, who's having a great season. Have a bye week. Chargers head out on the road next week to Denver. Andre Roberts has made a career out of running kicks back in his 12th season, his 8th team. He's done a great job at left tackle. Herbert in the pocket. He's going to run. He can. At least they think they did and hope they did. 2nd and 6. Handoff here going to against the Chargers.
Holding number 74, offense.
So they have Michael Schofield in there and Storm Norton in there, and probably the focal point of a
halfway through the opening quarter, 3-0 Pittsburgh. Play fake and
Wisconsin. Alex Highsmith, Charlotte.
James Pierre, Florida Atlantic.
Terrell Edmonds, Danville, Virginia. Trey Norwood, Oklahoma.
Michaela Witherspoon.
22-yard gain on the last play. Off they go again. Herbert fires from the 50-yard line. Again, play action. Herbert guns one over the middle net. Doing that sort of thing for 9 years now. All with the Chargers. This is caught by Eckler, and that's Larry Roundtree. Got a touchdown last week. A little razzle-dazzle here, and this is Jalen Guyton with a ton of speed. His first 5, 46 yards. Eckler.
Very good.
From the 28, fake to Eckler. Fired over the middle and dropped.
Come up with it. That is an ugly drop. It and throwing it and getting butt ugly as a result, not good.
Here's Eckler through the crease. Over 5 minutes. They've had the ball. 3rd down and 3 here. Herbert throws. That's caught. 1st down and more. Mike Williams was completion. Was the prime drop. Quick step backwards and then incomplete in the end zone, but a flag, and that's Pittsburgh's first defensive pass interference of the season. 1st and goal. And burrowing his way to the end zone with a flag. For the moment, it's a touchdown.
Illegal formation, offense.
Keep it on the ground and into the end zone. So each team scores on their opening drive. First Steeler touchdown allowed against an opponent on an opening drive this season. 7-3 LA. Rookie running back in Paris. Throws, caught, come back or not.
20.
But here he is, looking sharp of late.
To go back.
And that was as ugly a loss as they could have absorbed against Cleveland in a wild card game. And meanwhile, here's 2nd down and 6. Play action. Ben's going to go deep into double coverage, and it's incomplete. On that one, 3rd down and 6. Balash stays in, flares out to the left, and it's caught along the right sideline by Ray McLeod, and that will move the chains. Another 3rd down conversion, and that will take us to the end of a rapidly paced first quarter. 7-3 LA. Sunday Night Football back after these messages. Quarter 7-3. Chargers on top on a 1st down play here. The handoff in the defense into the helmet of Derwin James. A little toss here, and that's McLeod. Gets away. Handoff and fight. Play clock down to 1. Then protected well. Going deep. Has a man open. Claypool. A little underthrown, but he adjusts and makes the Harris, the running back, on a 1st and goal. Handed off to Claypool. Right side, left side. Back to Harris. Give it to him. And Harris will. Nope. Play fake, and then Claypool is there.
It's not the Harris.
Nope. They flare him out. Ben's going to look over the middle, throw, and nothing doing there. From the 2-yard line. Eckler. And he busts one.
Different kinds of footwork and competition, and now you're seeing that intelligence come out on the field.
You're in the league. He's that poised. He's that efficient. That was a 5-yard gain. Now looking for the 1st down and getting it. Larry Roundtree, rookie, is the back. Fake to him. Now Herbert's going to escape around the left. And 2nd down and 6. Little toss back here to Roundtree. Jackson in the game, the running back, 22. Here goes Herbert again. Fakes the throw, and off he goes. 3 times for 26 already. 8 of 9 with 1 drop passing. Handoff here goes to Justin.
The offense, we'll get into that a bit too.
2nd and 8. Off the fake, little dart. And breaking tackles and picking up the 1st down, and makes his SNF debut from the 43-yard line. Escaping again, the mobility again. There he goes again to the 25-yard line.
Closed the edge and he took advantage.
Back-to-back 18-yard runs for him. Hangs in the pocket, fires along the sideline. Holden, Keenan Allen. To no avail, 1st and goal.
When I first saw this, I thought his shoulder hit out of bounds before anything else. Nope, that knee came down.
Back-to-back 18-yard runs and an 18-yard pass. And Herbert protected, looks out, look out, and down. They just do get the play off. Herbert, a dart again, caught, touchdown. So late in the half, Herbert, back-to-back 18-yard runs. An 18-yard pass, and here he is, a little dart to Eckler for the touchdown. I know nothing, and I save you nothing.
The real Michelle comes out.
Now, boy, I'm telling you, Ray McLeod from the 6-yard line breaks a tackle at the 23 and down the sideline. A shoulder. They're already minus Dotson, who would be their starter. Here goes Harris, and Harris fighting and bullying from the 48-yard line. Roethlisberger, and that is the way most teams have played the Chargers this season. Roethlisberger down the right sideline, and somehow, some way.
Pass interference, number 43. Defense. Our penalties declined. Result of the play, 1st down.
I mean, where did he think he was going to get that ball in there? Davis is all over that play.
Looking for the blitz. Here they come. It's picked up. That's caught. And totally tied for 4th most in the league, but a great catch here.
That's something.
Yeah.
I mean, just to see that deep of the Chargers.
2nd down and 3. Keep it on the ground. Little spin move. Next mouse. Wants 3 receivers to the right. Then goes that way. Caught close to a first. Roethlisberger floating it to the corner of the end zone. Is it caught there for Johnson? Touchdown.
Inside before he goes back out again. You just have to be patient down here. Plus, it has a double-edged effect as well, because the more time you take running the route, it buys you time in the corner of the end zone. How many times have we seen guys run out of the back of the end zone? Yet there he was. Was the ball moving?
To make it a 14-10 game with 1:09 to go in the half. A drop pass, which was right on the money. This one is on the money. This one
Knowing the state of your defense.
and all of the timeouts, and Herbert, and they finally
Holding. Number 8. Defense.
13th year. 45 seconds. Herbert again with a short pass underneath. Chargers have 2 timeouts. Cross midfield flag. Steelers came across the line early.
Season ago than this season. They really are missing TJ Watt.
Deep drop, fired, that's caught. Forget Herbert's rushing numbers. 1st and 10. As he throws, that's caught by Guyton, and Guyton down the sideline. There's a run up 234 yards tonight. Looking for more. Escaping. And the Chargers holding on to that timeout, 2nd and 10, so a lot of options for them. Pass is caught. Eckler, rookie out of Temple, comes in place of Wormley. Herbert throws. And Hopkins. Hopkins sends it down. McLeod. They'll bring it back from the goal line. And McLeod down the sideline, and he gets taken down by the kicker, by Hopkins himself. So the Chargers get the second half kickoff. 17-10 our halftime score. Mike, Tony, and Drew turn to halftime. Coming up in the first half. So here we go. Boswell sending it down to the 4-yard line. Flag is down. Somebody was across the line early for Pittsburgh, and Robert.
Illegal formation. Kicking team player number 24.
Start on the ground.
Defensively, he'd like to see his team force a takeaway to make sure this game.
And everybody else is back. Herbert, timing in the pocket, has that knock. 3rd and 13. Herbert sets his feet, fires across midfield. 100 passing yards now for Herbert. Roundtree is the back. Fires over the middle. What an arm. Allen going to be joined late. No Watt, no Hayden, no Fitzpatrick tonight. With the big stars, Eckler.
Now, what some of these other players meant to the Steelers on defense.
4th try for the Chargers. Swing it out to Eckler. Great move there. Even more. All the way in for the touchdown.
These moves. I mean, this is just a great athlete in space, and he was just better than the guys trying to tackle him.
So 3 touchdowns tonight for him. He has 2 touchdowns, 1 field goal. Early in the 3rd, LA on top by 14. Johnson.
Blue 80! Blue inside!
Swings it out here, goes to the tight end. They got that covered beautifully. On the ground, nothing doing there. Pressure coming, and that pass is not caught. Harvin the 3rd. Rookie punter out of Georgia Tech. Here's Roberts drifting. We'll catch it at the 27. Slings it to the outside. Nice catches. 2nd and a deuce. Convert here.
Defensive interior player.
And only 2 pressures. Fake to Roundtree. Herbert stepping away. Slings it away. Little backhand flip. And that's 2nd and 4. Roundtree stays in there. Here's Allen to the outside. Good move there. And then from the 49-yard line. Roundtree. He's off to the races. A flag is down, though. As round
Holding, number 89, offense.
Won this season.
First and 20 now. Fired, caught at midfield. Second down and 3. Eckler. And that's he can't get out of the. Chasing him. Here he goes again.
Holding, number 20, defense. 5 yards will be added to the end of the play.
Possibility and couldn't do it again.
This time it is Andre Roberts. Second down and 6. Flip it out here to Mike Williams. Third down and 4 from the 18-yard line. There he goes again. Herbert. Flag is 2, and this one's coming back. So
Holding, number 63, offense.
Is the back. Herbert over the middle, and that's dropped. Hopkins almost has it blocked, and the kick with a flag on the play.
Offside, number 20.
It is.
Defense.
Active career with Washington. And over a month to go, and is able to from the 25-yard line. First down. Roethlisberger. Over the middle, Harris, and he gets to the other side of the ball, and he gets Justin Herbert. Second and 8. Juggled, caught, and Harris fights.
Many discussions we've had in the past.
Good to have him healthy because he's only played a handful of games in the last 2 years. And that's caught, and a big gain here for Chase Claypool. Under 2 minutes left in the third. That's and on second and 5, here's Harris, and what a tackle there. Waning seconds of the third, and a little pump fake, and the pass is caught by Harris.
Yep.
Snap it with the final second on the clock in the corner. Ben looking, throwing, caught, and his messages. Out of the pistol. To the outside from the 18. In the pocket. Back 36-yarder. He'll try to make another one. And he does.
And protecting Justin Herbert has been accomplished.
Start on the ground.
Killebrew.
Snap it quickly. Herbert throwing in average. 48 yards per kick. Ray McLeod. There's a flag down right at the outset. McLeod fields at the 19. Another flag comes down. So you got 2 penalties
The whole year.
Player of the kicking team, number 38, went out of bounds on his own. Illegal block in the back during the return, number 31. Those fouls are going to offset. Replay, 4th down.
Atmosphere, you know, this is their shot now.
And Long has that blocked, and that's exactly what the Steelers needed. And you got Killebrew there, and it spins out of
through the gut, and there was pressure over here as well, so the up back could not turn and help. And there you go. We talk about the 3 phases of a football game, and it is the special teams that comes up with a play to put the Pittsburgh Steelers right back in this thing.
With the backfield empty, the pass is in. Clock at 2. Claypool, no motion man. Claypool, play clock at 1. Ben throws, batted. Can the Steelers get back in it? Down 2 scores, and that is batted away. And with a flag coming in.
Did Tavon Campbell get there too soon? Let's look. Yes, sir. Wrapped all the way around.
Pass interference, number 20, defense.
Harris dives for the touchdown. Towels twirling from the 25-yard line. Herbert will throw it to the outside. That is caught and staying in bounds and picking up. He's 18 shy from the 36. Surveys, fires, and it's in. Roundtree is the back. And that's caught from the 48-yard line, on the ground, looking for some room, fighting for that.
You don't want to give him anything free.
Herbert, fire, look out! Almost perfect deflection. 3rd and 5. Herbert, here he goes again. A ton of room inside the 30. Herbert, looking like Emmitt Smith. I mean, look at it. And then Herbert, he's down. And now what do you got going on here?
Well, he chased down Herbert.
After the conclusion
And
of the
kept the
play,
touchdown
unnecessary
off the
roughness,
board.
number 97, defense.
Hayward's going to go all the way. Look at him. He's exhausted, but keeps chugging and keeps these points off the board, at least for now.
Not quite a good play.
Not quite.
1st and goal. Can he get in for the 4th time? He does! Right now, I give up.
They are indeed.
The run by Herbert. He's chasing 300 yards passing and 100 yards rushing. Right on the cusp. 8:48 to go in regulation. Extra man come in on the rush. Fumble. And Roethlisberger fires and nice catch. 10 yards. And then getting close to 200. 4-man rush. Harris. 41. So Benny Snell is in the backfield, stays in the block, gets a chip there. 97. On his way to the quarterback, gets stopped though, and the catch is made by Johnson. And Deontay Johnson will take it inside the catches, and that puts him in triple figures tonight at 101. Roethlisberger fires, and that is going to be.
To Claypool.
To this side he comes. There's Claypool. Play clock all the way down. And Roethlisberger throws it to Ebron. The tight end will take it in for the score. The old killer bees. At least you got Ben and Boswell anyway. Other guys are long gone. 34-27. Few.
Move to the defensive side of the ball.
That was Art Rooney sitting in the screen behind us, and it's worked out for a decade and a half. 2nd and 10.
Look out.
And that is batted and up in the air, and it winds up in the hands of Cam Sutton.
Of the season, and by far the biggest. Shoots it straight up in the air, and then the other Cameron Sutton's going to come over and make a diving play on this one. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, in the most bizarre ways, a block kick, a tip pass, are right back in this football game.
And Sutton gets shaken up on the play, but he gets up now. They set him up in the slot. Going empty here, and Roethlisberger to the end zone in the offensive backfield.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 97, defense.
Saw frustration out of Hayward. Now we're seeing some frustration, I think, out of Boza.
Roethlisberger, that pump fake, and then over the middle into a lot. That's caught on the outside and taken in by Frymuth for the touchdown.
Steelers, you just cannot kill them. No matter what, they won't go away.
Tough week.
And now that he's already had it, he has a 90-day vacation, as he said, from testing. And that is juggled and then lost. 2nd and 10. Pittsburgh's erased a 14-point deficit. Herbert under pressure, and down he goes. Strength against strength. They sent 4. Herbert fires. That's going to be caught, and that is going to be close to a first down. Cook, where they.
But you have one of the best teams in football in these 3rd and 4th and 1s as well, and a monster of a quarterback.
9. Eckler is the running back. It's 4th and inches. Eckler. And no. Fake to him. from the 34-yard line. Roethlisberger fires. Washington. Pump fake. Hit as he throws, and that's incomplete. Conference going on.
There's no foul for defensive pass interference on the play. The pass was uncatchable.
To hold it from 45 out to give him the lead, and the kick is good. From the 25-yard line, little fourth quarter recap. You have the block punt here. This came after there was offsetting penalties on the prior punt. They did it again. Harris goes in for the touchdown. They made that pay off. Then you got Eckler going into the end zone, but back on the Steelers with Ebron. And then the batted pass by Hayward, winding up in Sutton's hands. Roethlisberger winds up hitting Freiermuth. And here goes Herbert to work here. And he's under pressure again, but he does get it off to the tight end. That's Highsmith, 56. Does the job this time, throws. Eckler, there goes Eckler again. Eckler, 120 scrimmage yards for Eckler tonight. Herbert fires open, making the grab. Mike Williams down the sideline. High steps his way in for the touchdown.
Going to get a slot blitz coming right there. No problem. They're playing a deep defense behind it. You can't get burned on that defense. But both defensive backs, that time Cameron Sutton and the safety Trey Norwood, are going to react, trying to get a trap interception coming in that way, and they completely leave free Mike Williams. And for the first time, you really feel Minkah Fitzpatrick's absence in this game, because that is just a killer mistake that would have never happened with Fitzpatrick in the game.
On the 25-yard line, four-man rush. Ben under pressure, and Ben's going to get sacked. On the 17-yard line, look out again! And a huge sack by Joey Bosa. Tackle. They send four. Ben out of the end zone fires, and that 6 defensive backs lined up at least 17 yards from the line of scrimmage, and that's going to pretty much end it right there.
No doubt about it. I understand this was an underman.
Was a dagger.
Yeah,
and the sacks.
Really?
They go to Denver next week, and Pittsburgh 273 through the air. Sunday night post-game show coming up after these messages from your NBC station.